what are we talking about this time?
An advertising.
There we go.
Yard sailing again. Take two. Yard
Take
sales. Another nice piece that I have found at yard sales are little card tables that have old advertising of Havre de Grace businesses. One of them I found is from the 1940s. Mr. Lay lived up on the hill. His family, he was cleaning out his family's house to sell it, and he had a card table in there that had, from the 1940s, that had old advertising on it. And he didn't want to part with it, but since he found out that it wasn't for sale, and I was turning the front end of the store into a Havre de Grace History Museum, he let me go ahead and purchase it. And it hangs up on the wall behind my desk. But it has all kinds of old, even the Pickcock business was back then, and that's why that table's so special to me, because it has the Pickcock business on there, and it has 50 or 60 businesses that was in Havre de Grace.
Wow.
And another time I was out yard sailing, I just asked a lady if she had any Havre de Grace memorabilia, and she had another card table that she had all kinds of stuff on. You'd have never seen it it was broken. And she says, I got a piece here, but it's broken. Maybe you want it. I don't know. And it was another card table that was from the 1950s that had all different kinds of businesses advertised on it. Probably another 50 or 60 businesses from the 50s. So they're pretty interesting because you can look back in time and see what businesses were here. And some people come in, they'll see the business. Oh, that was my father's business, or that was my grandfather's business. So that's what makes the card tables interesting to me.
Okay, and tell how you connect it with the directories that you use when people are asking you about like a property or what was located there or whatever.
Some people come in here and they'll see a business and they'll say they wonder where that business was. Well, I have phone directories. One of them is just 3 pages that was out of an old phone book from 1916. And I can look and see where somebody lived or see where that business was. They don't know where the business was or the family was. So I can get people's family history like that if they had a phone back in them days. That's when phones were just barely out. And then I've also got a phone directory from 1949. I got a phone directory from the 1950s. I have several different years from the 60s and from the 70s. And that's when most people alive today know about. But they look at the further ones back where their family had something. They didn't know that the family business where it was. They just know there was a business in town. So if they had a phone, we can find it that way where it was located.
So do you have a lot of people who stop in sometimes to inquire that you use your maps and directories to get information?
I have many people that have walked in here and their family has been here for generations and they live out of state. They come back and ask me questions about where their family may have been, or if I know of what business was at a certain location.
Awesome.
So I give up any information that I can anytime I find it.
Okay.